The fact that leadership wanted to, aggressively pivot what Kotaku does in the midst of a harassment campaign levied against me and the site for an original, piece of reporting that was the second most read story for over a week is telling, mama. Oh, it drove, industry-wide conversation and is still driving it? But what about how to get coins in Super Mario 64? Super Mario 64 was released to widespread critical acclaim in 1996 for the new kid on the block, Nintendo 64. Super Mario 64 is fondly remembered by many, but if you have ever tried to seek out the 100 coin star hidden in every stage, you may start to run into difficulty. Not only do some stages have a limited amount of coins in total, such as Jolly Roger Bay barely having enough coins for the star, totaling at exactly 104 coins by my count. Many of the stages also have coins that despawn over time, such as those dropped by enemies or breakable boxes, making it just as hard, if not harder, to achieve the 100 coin star goal on them, especially when those coins go falling off the edge of the stage. Here are my top 5 methods of obtaining coins in Super Mario 64. Hopefully you learned something new about your favourite game. Let's go. Number 5. Don't stop the clock, slow it! Tick-Tock Clock is notoriously one of the hardest stages to get the 100 coin star on because it is tall, with plenty of drops that plummet Mario to his doom. Not only that, the coins are very spread out, and the blue coin switch is required to get enough of them. You might be tempted to jump into the painting with the minute hand pointing at 12, which will stop the clock mechanisms, but doing this will lock you out of the upper areas, where necessary coins must be obtained. Instead, jump into the clock while the minute hand is on or near 3. That way the clock will move slowly enough to make navigating the stage manageable and allow you to reach the coins that you would otherwise be unable to obtain. Similarly to stopping the clock, the height at which you jump into the wet dry world painting affects the water level when you enter. If you're looking to collect coins, resist the urge to jump in at the very peak, because you'll need all the coins on the lower levels. Number 4. Complete the red coin star, even if you already have it. I have found in my past experience that after completing the red coin star, I'm already close to obtaining 100 coins. Red coins are worth 2 standard coins each, and each stage has 8 of them waiting to be collected, meaning you can get 16 coins off the bat. That's almost 1/5 of the way there, so I often use the red coin star as an excuse to obtain the 100 coin star. This isn't always possible, as chances are you're going for the red coin star in Bob-omb Battlefield before you've unlocked the wing cap required for Mario Shoots to the Sky. But generally speaking, if you're already collecting the 16 coins for the red coin star, you may as well carry on and collect the 100 coins needed for the 100 coin star. In stages such as Shifting Sandland or Wet Dry World, there are areas of the stage that once you enter, you are unable to leave. It is recommended you collect as many coins as you can before entering these areas, including the red coins if this is not where the red coins are located. This way, your coin count can still benefit from collecting the red coins, and you can still collect the 100 coin star. Number 3. Back-breaking labor. Wumps in Super Mario 64 are surprisingly wealthy, but grabbing their coins requires back-breaking labor. Breaking their backs, that is. Before ground pounding on Wumps, you can jump on their back 5 times to obtain more coins. Seeing as Swamp's Fortress has 2 Wumps next to each other, you should always make sure to drain their secret supply of coins before finishing them off. Number 2. Ground pound the big Goombas. The stage gimmick in Tiny Huge Island is that 2 versions of the stage exist, one where Mario is small compared to the stage, and one where the stage is small and Mario towers over most enemies. In the version of the stage that appears large, accessed by climbing into the huge painting, Mario can find these large Goombas. Due to an interesting bug with this game, punching one of these Goombas does not kill them, but if you leave the area and return, you'll find that the Goombas you punched have actually been flagged as defeated. You absolutely don't want to do this because you will miss out on some amazing coinage. Instead, defeating these large Goombas specifically by performing a ground pound will yield a blue coin worth 5 coins instead of the standard yellow coin that they normally drop. Doing this will get you 15 coins right at the beginning of Tiny Huge Island, which goes a long way toward increasing your coin count fast. And number 1. Circling wooden logs. This is possibly a well-known fact, but the eyeball enemies and snowman enemies can be defeated by running around them in a circle. Wooden logs in Super Mario 64 have a similar property. If Mario runs around them in a circular motion, each stump will spit out a handful of coins. This includes the 4 stumps in Bob-omb Battlefield near the red coin star spawn location, and the stump that the Chain Chomp is attached to. You can also find wooden stumps in Tiny Huge Island, and running around these will also spit out coins. If you're struggling to find coins in any stage with wooden logs, this is a guaranteed method to get some quickly. There are other ways to obtain coins in Super Mario 64, duplication glitches and other tricks, but I wanted to keep this guide as vanilla as possible. Use the methods I've shown here and rack up those coin counts. Practice makes perfect, and always remember to take advantage of the red coins and blue coin switches to really increase your coin count fast. Stages like Rainbow Ride may seem daunting due to their reliance on platforming, but it's easy enough to take the bottom path first and then return to do the large wall-kicking maze. Navigate down the maze for red coins and you'll have no problem cleaning up the rest of the coins required in the stage. Memorization is key to getting the 100 coin star, and if you fail, don't be afraid to try again. I hope this video has come in useful. It didn't take long to produce, from scripting to voiceover to editing. I could churn out many of these a week if I was being paid to. Actually, that sounds like a pretty cushy job to me. Well, enough rambling. I'll see you in the future for more guides. For example, I have one planned on how to write about video games. YouTube thinks this video is right up your alley. Why not indulge them and see if they're right? Anyway, until next time, if we live that long.